Dear Journal, it's morning in New Jersey. I have most of the day to myself, and I'm checking out some caches with higher FP ratios. I'm also here to appreciate the novelty of a game that sometimes requires a ladder. The only thing that would make it more novel would be an actual novel, called Ladders and Geocaching. This isn't even my ladder. It belongs to my mom's new husband. That makes it my stepladder. Oh, thank you. I do feel like I've crossed a line here. No, not the dad joke line, the brings a ladder to a park for fun line that probably only exists in the geocaching world. Journal, it's 6:54 in the morning. And thanks to geocaching and my desire to get geocaches, I'm carrying a small ladder down a friggin' quarter-mile path because the CO thinks he's real funny, or she, putting a cache up in a tree that I hope this is big enough. I hope this is big enough. So, just checking in. I see it, Journal. I see it, and I think I can get it. It's that little peckerwood right in there. Alright, I can do this. Yes, it appears this ladder should just be tall enough, but I need to move quickly, not just for stealth reasons, but because of the damn bugs. Most of these insects have 4 stages of life: eggs, larvae, pupa, and quick fly in my nose and mouth. You know, in my head, my ladder skills are like this. But once I was on the second step of the ladder, I turned into a 96-year-old man with vertigo and 2 left feet and crippling debt. His name is Tony, and he has a daughter who won't talk to him because of his investment in fracking companies, and he's under investigation by the IRS for tax evasion. Sorry, sometimes I needlessly flesh out my hyperbole. But everything went fine. I found the cache all right. I didn't fall, no one saw me, and I think Tony just needs the love of a good woman again to set him straight. One tick bastard. I should just move the camera, but... Little did I know, this particular tick bastard was just the icing on the cake. A tick cake full of ticks with tick icing. Look at what technology has wrought! But for now, at least I could have my fun. Speaking of fun, on our geocaching, I was responding to someone who wanted to know how you explain this game to adults without sounding like an 8-year-old, and I left what I hope was useful advice, but I mentioned that I sympathize as I know the feeling of looking like an idiot man-child while playing the game. Anyway, let me show you this cache. I shouldn't do that, that's when somebody will walk by. Yeah, you wouldn't want anyone to accidentally see what you're recording to purposely show strangers online. That would be weird. I returned the cache and stashed the ladder to try and grab 1 or 2 nearby caches before heading back to the car in the next location. This cache is one of those where you follow in the footsteps of the character in the story and the cache description, and I didn't even go all the way to get it. I bailed. I thought I was being cautious, but this is the Day of the Tick video. You know what I'm saying? Journal, it's not even 7:30 in my tick to cache ratio. It was already way off. 1 cache, 3 ticks, 4 ticks. Oh man, I just noticed something now in the comforts of home. Another tick bastard was crawling down into my shoe that I didn't notice at the time. This guy right here. And while I'm sure that after all this time between that day and the editing, you know what, I'm still gonna go burn my shoes. I'll be right back. At least I was able to find another cache where the landscape triggered a powerful childhood memory. This is my kind of area. Cache up ahead, probably right on that bench. If I'm any judge of caches. I'm not. There wasn't. When I was very young, where I lived across the street was a junkyard connected to some woods. It's maybe about 11. I was poking around behind the junkyard, popped into the woods, was exploring, came across a bit of a leftover road, I guess, much like this. And I know my memory and nostalgia is probably amplifying it, but it seemed like dozens and dozens of butterflies all launched up from me crashing through. Because even at a young age, I did not travel light. And it was just very beautiful, very profound memory. Damn, it reeks of piss back here. Sorry, I know we were having a nice little story about my childhood. Is that animal piss? Or I'm not up on my pissology. Yeah, sorry, I know that started out right now, so I'm just gonna go find this cache. Journal, it's 7:46. My tick to cache ratio, 2 caches to 4 ticks. Oh good, there's people walking down. I just have a ladder. That's cool. Morning.
Hi. Trying to take photos?
No, I'm really bad at walking sticks, and that's a, no. It was a terrible joke, I'm sorry.
Ooh, oh man, that was painful to watch again, Journal. Yes, children, look away from my shame. See, what happened, Journal, was before I even got to that park, I had prepared a joke for if someone said, "What's the ladder for?" And I was gonna go, "Ladder?" They told me it was a walking stick. So my brain couldn't handle it when he just asked if I was taking pictures. Although now that I think about it, seeing a guy with a ladder and asking him if he's taking pictures, that's kind of weird too, yeah? Although I guess I had a camera on my chest. You know what? Stop making excuses, Skimbosh. That's what got Tony into his trouble with the IRS. I relocated and took a small hike to deal with a plumber's nightmare. No, I'm not referring to leaving a large deuce in a public bathroom. I am referring to a cache by an experienced cacher, and despite having the opportunity to ask him in Discord about spoiling his cache, I have not. But I don't think he's going to mind, as this is one of those caches that knowing what is going on is not going to make it any easier, and for me, it was like viewing a John Holmes video for the first time. I was startled by its size.
Try to avoid filming my crotch a whole lot here. Holy good God.
Yeah, I don't care how many labels you've got on this, you do not want to be spotted hefting this baby. He's got a bomb! It's funny because that honestly could happen in these United States, and then I honestly would worry equally about Lyme disease and getting shot by overzealous trigger-happy citizens defending themselves against a man with a giant PVC bomb. It still gets a favor point though. The device has the cache logbook chambered at the top under a keyed lock, and the key is also in there with it. And I suspect the inside of the cache has dividers in it somewhat like this, with an opening at the bottom, and it's all sealed up rather tightly. Yes, I checked, I'm only human, but only to see if someone else maybe did some damage. So what you need to do is shake this son of a bitch like it owes you money and try to guide the key through the tubing to extract it. In retrospect, I wonder if I could have used a magnet to help me. Are keys magnetic? No? Mystery solved. After about 9 minutes of some decidedly uncinematic jostling, I was successful.
Come on. Nice. No, I didn't actually kiss it. That would have sucked.
Yes, that would have sucked, going into Discord and saying, "Hey man, I found one of your cool caches," and then I lost the key. But everything went fine. I signed, reset, and replaced the cache and decided to head to another one of the CO's caches, this one a bit more remote, but it was a large cache that I intended to leave some weird stuff in, and my plan was to approach it from the railroad tracks, which shouldn't be too hard using the trail marker system for this park.
Journal, I gotta admit this is mildly frustrating. We got the orange question mark trail. No, it's actually the blue trail. No, it's the orange trail. Just take your choice of colors. Oh, I'm gonna go down here. Oh, it's the yellow trail, is it? No, actually it's the red trail. No, really, it's the yellow trail down there. Yeah. Who the fuck designed this fucking reading rainbow colorful Dr. Seuss shit? Oh, I see what I should have done. I should have taken the double green, triple orange trail, which clearly turns into the blue trail. Aye. No, it's the double green trail. I'm confident I'm going a direction.
Now, the Boy Scout in me knows that there's probably some method to the madness here, but there's nothing on the map I got from one of their boxes. It felt like some Robin Goodfellow level antics going on here. Eventually, I stopped exaggerating and made it to the train tracks and worked my way down closer to Ground Zero.
Journal, it's 10:21. I think I've made a big fat fucking mistake with this railroad track plan. Because it's in there somewhere, the cache. Unless there's a way up by the trees, I think I'm screwed. Oh. No, know when to fold them. Know when to, fuck off. Know when to fold them. Again, just going straight up. Straight for the nutsack. Look how fast he's going. Alright. That's enough for everybody.
Yeah, I don't know what I meant by that. There's enough of my nuts for everyone? 'Cause there ain't. Let me clarify that right now. First come, first serve. Yeah, that cache is going in my come back in the winter list, but there were a handful of caches in this park that I got without getting ticks, so that was nice. But then I decided to follow some favorite points to this area that has an abandoned car cache, which certain CEOs have really given me a fondness for, if I can get there without losing my resolve to the tick bastards. They were on my legs and on my mind. Well, not literally, that would be horrifying. Must not generate AI image of a tick on the brain. Oh, that's adorable.
Fucking hell. Oh, I'm so goddamn close. Oh. How the hell did you get back here, man?
Duh, someone drove it here. How do you think it got here? Someone drove this down the road and into the tree. Must have been some night. My problem is there's no physical cache here. I need to answer some questions about the car to generate the numbers for the next stage, which was a small problem for me, which was eventually dwarfed by the larger problem, that is to say, the ticks.
Well, here's my problem. In order to get the coordinates for the final, I need to get some information about what make and model of car is this? Or if it's by Ford, GMC, or is that what this is? Is that a C from GMC? I don't know cars. Okay, here's my other problem. It doesn't matter, even if I had all the information. Every move I make is a tick. And wherever the cache is going to be ticks. I'm just gonna run back to the car. I'm done. Just every little fucking step, dude. Foolish human. Yeah, I'm not even stopping to record the ticks anymore. Screw the tick counter. All of this is getting me ticks.
Yes, after showing you the failure that was my ladder joke, I have no shame in admitting here that I lost my resolve for caching fun because all that was going through my head was that violin tremolo that most movies use to indicate little creepy things. So I apologize for not having a nicer ending, except maybe for this bit where my car looked like it was in a fancy commercial with the active farm equipment in the background that's spraying what is hopefully a genocidal amount of tick poison. Otherwise, I spent considerable time dealing with these really small nymphs, a word that I used to associate with sexy fantasy creatures, but no longer. And as a bit of overexposure therapy, I generated more tick-based images to put in a montage along with that violin sound again. Be safe out there.